Nowadays, we have become quite fond of humor and laughter. Laughter is the best medicine. Laugh and the world laughs with you. It reduces stress and all that. Don't take things too seriously. Don't take life too seriously. So, I think we have gone to from one extreme to the other extreme. Even Gandhiji said that if I didn't have a sense of humor, I would have gone crazy. That was a different context and a different scene. So, I understand and realize the importance of humor. I mean, sometimes humor is necessary. Sometimes, when you are doing something very difficult, you fail. There are frustrations. There is a lot of frustration. There are a lot of failures. Sometimes you have to be able to relax, to reduce stress. You need to be able to laugh at yourself. You need to maybe reduce the seriousness for the time being and all that, so it helps. But there has to be a balance, some not exactly 50-50, but some sort of a balance, some sort of a proportion has to be maintained, because otherwise we are going to the other extreme. And I mean, it's obvious that we need to take things seriously. If you're going to laugh about your exams and you're going to relax about it, then you'll probably fail, right? You have to take it seriously. So the problem is with laughter is that if you can laugh at something or laugh about something, then the desire to do something about it, to fix it, goes away. It reduces. You forget that problem. If you can laugh at a situation, laugh about a situation or a problem or somebody, you generally forget that problem or that situation or that person, and you are not going to try to fix the situation, the person, or the problem. You are just going to ignore that, and your desire to do anything about it, your motivation to do something about it, goes away. So, if you want to accomplish things in life, you need focus, you need intensity, you need seriousness. Otherwise, you can't really get anything done. I mean, think of a guy trying to hunt animals for food. Our ancient hunter gatherers, ancient people, our forefathers, with a sphere or whatever, spear or a stick or and something, he or she has to be laser focused on that particular prey. Lots of intensity, lots of focus, lots of seriousness. Have you ever watched Rafael Nadal play tennis? Look at his game face. Nadal after the match and Nadal during the match. When Nadal is playing, he's like a warrior. He's like a hunter. You don't see even a hint of a smile on his face. There is no relaxation. He is laser focused, he is extremely intense, he is extremely serious. He is extremely focused on his job for every point he fights. After the match is over, you see a different aspect of his personality. The game faces off and he relaxes. The stress has gone away, it has dissipated. But during the match, can he afford to laugh and smile and say, hey, doesn't matter, 1 point here, there? Then he can't win. That's not how champions function. Whether it is boxing or tennis or anything of that sort, you look at these players, look at how seriously they play, how focused they are, how passionate they are, how serious they are, how intense they are. So you need that adrenaline, that stress, that tension, that useful tension. Otherwise, laughter or humor would take away that tension, that stress, that adrenaline, that motivation. It will bring it down, and you won't be so damn focused on the job, and you won't be able to get it done. The other guy will beat you. So things need to be taken seriously if you need to accomplish them. If you take things too lightly, then you won't achieve anything. So that is my problem with laughter or trouble with humor, because it detracts from the sense of commitment or passion or seriousness that you need to have for the job or the thing that you need to accomplish or achieve. I mean, When you're trying, you have to give it your best, and then you can't afford to laugh about it or take it lightly. Once you have done it, then you can probably afford to relax and maybe laugh about it or joke about it. Even if you have failed, you can joke about it or laugh about it, so that you it doesn't hurt too badly, and then maybe you can try again, and you don't go crazy with despair or frustration or anger or something like that, and don't get too stressed about it. So it has to be on off sort of a situation. Sometimes you need to be able to let go, relax, take things lightly. But if you are in that mode all the time, if you are always taking things lightly, if you are never serious, then it doesn't seem likely that you would achieve anything meaningful or significant in life. Gandhiji was not laughing about the freedom struggle, but he had many difficulties and problems and all. And maybe there were times when he needed that sense of humor, when there were frustration, when there was frustration, and there were setbacks and there were failures. But he was deeply committed and passionate about the freedom struggle. Otherwise, do you think he would have achieved what he did? So, this adoration or adulation or idolation of humor and laughter can be counterproductive at times. Like all things in life, there has to be a sense of balance and proportion. When to do that, that is important. When to laugh about something, when to get passionate and commit yourself to something, when to let go, when to focus. These are the things that one needs to understand, be able to judge, and be able to differentiate amongst or between permanent sense of humor or permanent laughter and all that is good if you are a humorist or a satirist, or you are a comedian or something like that. But otherwise, if that is your subject matter, if you are going to be a humorist, then you need, or a comedian or something like that, or a writer who writes on lighter stuff and all that, or light in a lighter vein, that's fine. But otherwise, for people who want to get things done, to achieve something, to accomplish something, it's obvious that you need to be serious, you need to be focused, you need to be intense, right? All the time you can, and you need to be able to switch off. That is the important part. When to switch on and when to switch off. When to take it easy, when to laugh or joke about it, laugh at oneself for not take oneself too seriously also, because you are likely to fail when you try something big, very big, and it happens. There will be frustration and failure. So at times you need to laugh about it. At times you do need to step back and not take it too seriously and not take yourself too seriously. But otherwise, focus, intensity, commitment, passion, seriousness are absolutely indispensable if you want to achieve something. If you're not bothered about it, then it doesn't really matter. Then you can joke about it, laugh about it all you want, have fun about it all you want. But when it comes to getting something done, achieving things, accomplishing things, whether material things or anything of that sort, then dedication, commitment, focus, seriousness is required, and then you can't take it lightly. So sometimes you can laugh about things that you can't fix or you can't change, that's fine. Things that you just are impossible to change or impossibly difficult to deal with, then laughter is fine, because there is no way you can fix that problem. Then either you cry about it or you laugh about it. There are only two options. It's either a tragedy or a comedy, nothing else. But most of the things which you can control or you can do something about, then taking them lightly won't really work to your advantage and won't really get you what you want. Whether it is a schoolboy preparing for his exam, or a sports person, or a businessman, or anybody who wants to achieve something in life, you have to take things seriously. Laughing about something makes you tend to forget that thing or ignore that thing and not really try to fix that thing. It doesn't give you the energy to do something about it. You don't have to deal with it because you can laugh at it. So then you can't afford to laugh at it. You have to take things seriously. So what should be taken seriously and what should be laughed at? That is where a sense of discrimination or discernment plays a role. So I hope I have been able to convey what I want to convey, and people don't misunderstand me. Maybe there was too much stress. Generally, we tend to swing from one extreme to the other. We tend to overdo. The pendulum swings from one end to the other. Either we are too serious or we are not serious at all. And both these extremes are dangerous. You need to be able to switch on and switch off and find some kind of proportion, some kind of balance. Not exactly 50-50, but somewhere in between the extremes. So it's again a sense of judgment which comes with experience and all that. But it is common sense. It should be obvious that seriousness is necessary. So don't make fun of people who are serious. And people need to be serious if they have to achieve things. And you also need to take things seriously. And yes, laughter has benefits. Removes stress. Is good therapy. But you need therapy when you are ill. A fit person doesn't need therapy. First get stressed and then try to de-stress. Don't run away from stress. Once stress is something of a problem when it becomes there is an excess of it. But you don't even want to get to that stage and you want to be without stress all the time, then you can laugh all the time and it will never give you any stress. But then you will never get the necessary momentum necessary to get things going. So once you have stress, once you have tension, once you have issues, then the therapy, laughter as a medicine is good, useful, called for. You have done nothing, there is no nothing you have done, there is no stress, then why do you need to laugh all the time? Crazy people laugh all the time. There is also a sense of illness, a sign of mental illness. Somebody who is laughing all the time, we used to call them crazy guys once upon a time. Somebody who just keeps on smiling and laughing without any reason is either high on some intoxicant or he's crazy. That's what we used to say earlier. So I don't want to be. There is every chance that I'll be misunderstood here, and so I want to be careful about it. Try to distinguish between two types of situations. Situations where laughter is the only option because you can't do anything about it, and situations where seriousness is called for. Because anything that is important would require serious effort and serious commitment, and laughter could detract from that seriousness or intensity of the effort. That's what I'm trying to say. Hope you get it. Thank you.